How's it going, Internet? Josh Greason here at Forex Bootcamp. Happy Tuesday. What's going on tonight? So, wanted to talk about a couple things. You saw the title there, minimalism. What did I call it? Minimalism, decision fatigue, and Project 433 or 333. Sorry. So what does that mean? What does all that mean? Minimalism, decision fatigue, and Project 333. So I read an article about kind of centered around why certain CEOs, corporate leaders, and things like that wear the same thing every day. Like the famous Steve Jobs with his black turtlenecks, Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook with, gray t-shirts and hoodies and things like that. And I started thinking about things in my own life that are kind of similar. And so some theories, popular theories as to why they do that was, one was called decision fatigue, where they just try to avoid expending decision-making, willpower resources on, repetitive decisions, daily stuff that comes up every day. Like, rather than wasting your decision-making powers on what to wear, just decide that beforehand, wear the same thing every day. Boom, that's one less decision you have to make every day. You can use your willpower on more important decisions, like running the companies they're running and things like that. So apparently that theory has been debunked by studies. So what it turns out is more likely is that they do it because, let me think about how it was phrased. Basically, because their environment in their companies is always changing, there's lots of things that are outside their control. The corporate world, business life throws things at you that are unexpected constantly, constant change. So they wanted actually to just have some sense of control, and one area that they could easily exercise control and that would create a predictable, stable environment was by choosing their own clothes and making it the same every day. So that was one area that was not in constant flux. So I thought that was interesting. And what is Project 333? So this is kind of a similar way of accomplishing those same goals, like whether even though decision fatigue was proven to be not true, I kind of even if it's not expending willpower resources or decision-making resources, it actually saves time. You don't have to stand there in the closet looking at it like, oh, what am I going to wear today? Every single day. I mean, I don't know if you do that, but I do sometimes. My daughter sometimes helps me. My 6 years old, she's like, let me pick, Dad, let me pick. But anyways, so if it's not decision fatigue and it's not wanting to, just have a sense of control over your environment, there are other reasons to do it. So Project 333, what that is something I undertook about a year ago today. I just looked up the date on my Facebook timeline from when I did it. And what it is you select 33 clothing items and you only wear those 33 items for 3 solid months. So that's the 333. 33 items for 3 months. That's Project 333. So I actually did it. I pulled it off. And what you don't count PJs unless you're going to wear those PJs out in public, which I don't. So I was able to keep a pair of PJ shorts and pants. And you don't count gym clothes unless you wear those out in public. Obviously the gym is public, but if you wear them for something other than the gym or working out, then you have to count those as part of your 33. So, but outside that, it was a fun challenge because I'm something of a clothing horse and I have a bit of a shoe fetish, perhaps. But so that was a little bit of a challenge for me to narrow down my wardrobe, and they do it by 3-month periods, obviously because the weather changes in seasons, and so it makes sense. Select 33 items for winter. And then when spring rolls around, you can kind of adjust those 33 items to be more transitional, and then 33 items for summer when it's hot, and so on. So it was really fun, but actually I never selected 33 new items for each new season because thankfully I live in California. It does get a little bit cold and everything, but I did just allow for it in my 33 items. I allowed, a heavier jacket, a lighter jacket, and that covered me for winter. So, but it's a fun challenge. Do it sometime if you feel up for the challenge of minimalizing. We tend to be, consumeristic in American society. So anything that can minimalize, our dependency on, products, on accumulating stuff, I think is healthy. Not to mention these other reasons that we mentioned why, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and those guys minimalize their outfits for exercising control over their environment, minimizing, the things that are subject to daily change, or whether it be the disproven theory of using, limited decision-making resources every day on worthless stuff. So it's good for saving time, and it's good for reducing our dependency on consumerism, if nothing else, our accumulation of junk, material items. So anyway, that's my thoughts for the day. What do you got? I see you're all watching. Bradley, Kathy, amen. How's it going? Glad you're here. If you have any thoughts, feel free to drop them in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to sign off, but I can always answer if you have any questions later. If you want to do a search online for hashtag Project333, you can search on my page and see my pictures from last year, what the items I narrowed it down to were, and that was kind of fun. But you can search on Twitter, search on Facebook for hashtag Project333 and find all kinds of fun information, articles, blogs, and things like that if you're interested in pursuing more of that, because it's fun. I enjoy it. I'm getting ready to select a new 33 items because I did manage to pile up another half a dozen items or so in the last year, kind of unintentionally without removing them from my 33 count. So I did pretty good for 6 or 8, 9 months, and then I finally let a couple additional items sneak into my 33, so I'm probably up to like 40 now. I need to narrow it back down again. So anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. Have a great Tuesday evening. God bless you. Peace.